Hi everyone, it's Genene and today is Chakra Week. Today we're focused on the root chakra. All props are optional. If you know that when you bend forward you cannot touch the floor, then take 2 blocks. Make sure that you have 2 blocks or something like it. And then if you know when you are doing squatting exercises and your heels come up off the ground, you could grab a blanket or maybe even two, and then you'll be ready. If you'd like to gain a deeper understanding of the chakras, then I have more in-depth classes on my website when I go into a lot more detail. And these classes are longer than the ones we'll be doing this week. Please remember to subscribe to my channel to support me, and let me know in the comments how this practice worked for you today. Let's begin in Sukhasana. So comfortable cross-legged position found. If you need to put yourself up on props, then do whatever you need to do. And then pull the flesh away from your glutes. And then when you're ready, fold your hands together at the root chakra area. This is called Muladhara in Sanskrit. And then gently close your eyes. Start focusing on how this area, right at your tailbone, is feeling before we start our movement practice. So without going into too much detail, chakras are swirling vortices of energy. Imagine a red light spinning at your tailbone. This chakra is associated with being connected with Earth, feeling safe and secure. Keeping this in mind, state your intention for your practice today on how you would like to connect with this chakra. Join your hands together, connect your thumbs with your heart, and state to yourself your intention for your practice, however the words, the feelings come to you to balance this root chakra. And then gently release your hands down to your thighs. Allow your eyes to softly open. Let's come to standing in Tadasana, mountain pose, at the front of our mats. Feet can be hip bone width apart. And then with little instruction, just inhale your arms overhead. Exhale, bow. Touch the floor, touch something. Inhale, left leg back, left knee comes down to the ground. Inhale, sweep your arms up for Anjaneyasana. If you feel more comfortable, hands to your hips. And then back toes tuck under, lift the back knee up. And then lower down. Hands to the floor, step your left leg forward to meet your right. And then step your right leg back, right knee down to the floor. Inhale, arms come either to your hips or overhead. And then lift your back knee off the ground. Straighten that back leg if you can. Lower the back knee down, hands to the ground, Uttanasana. Extend your spine, inhale, all the way up to standing. Reach your arms overhead and exhale, hands in front of your heart. Stand on your left leg and bring your right leg Right foot up to the inside of your left leg, Vrksasana, tree pose, hands to heart, arms down by your sides if you like, or maybe arms overhead, your choice. And then exhale, hands in front of your heart. Release your hands and let's go to the other side. Kind of checking in with the outer shape. Standing on right leg. Left foot to the inside of the right leg. Hands to heart to begin. And you choose where you want your arms, hips, out to the side, overhead. Does not matter. And then arms down, leg down. Come down onto your knees. And then sit down on to your heels for Vajrasana pose. Hands together, thumbs connect with heart. And now hands down to the floor, tuck your toes. And now more instructions. So feel your toes spreading apart. Join your knees and your feet and your ankles together. Really draw your ankles in. And then maybe you stay here if you're feeling a lot in your feet. Really feel every part of the body where it connects with the earth, where the earth in turn connects with the body. And then hands in front of heart, if that's available to you. If not, forget that. Now let's do the same sequence again, but this time dedicating more awareness to your connection with the earth. So hands to the floor. Feel the hands ground into the floor. Now come up to standing in Tadasana. Rooting from tailbone down into earth. Inhale, stretch your arms. And as you exhale, you're bowing deep into earth. So make sure you're connecting your hands to something solid, earth-like, either your legs or the mat or props. Inhale, step your left leg back. Back toes tuck under, knees down on the floor. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Feel that steadiness in your pelvis. Again, tailbone can help you by extending down, lifting through the crown of your head, and then just simply lift your back knee off the floor, lower it down, hands to the floor, and other side. So step left leg forward, right leg forward, Uttanasana. Get a nice little opening here in the hamstrings again. Now, step the right leg back, right knee down. When you're ready, you're finding the steadiness first, not just throwing yourself up and hoping for the best. Taking your time with this, inhale, arms up. And then once you find really strong, steady pelvis, tailbone lengthening, then you lift the back knee up and then lower it down. Hands to the floor. Right leg comes back to meet the left. And then inhale, Tadasana. Let's see how this helps with your sense of balance for Vrksasana, tree pose. Stand on your left leg. Right leg comes up to the inner left thigh. So even here, there's a connection that you're feeling from the foot that was on the ground. It's now on that thigh. And you're pressing strongly, powerfully, grounded, stable, steady. Feel the anchoring of the tailbone, like there's a light shining down, connecting with earth, and so that you can flow with your upper body because you've got the freedom to do so. And then exhale, release, and try the other side. Notice where on your feet you're feeling a disconnect and try more connection there. So, a lot of times it's the ball of the standing foot, the ball of the big toe, and then use your tailbone, feel stronger, use your pelvic floor lifting. And then you express upward. Once you feel the stability, you won't stop there, you keep going. And then release. And let us, if you have a strap, you can grab a strap or not. Standing balance. So if you have a strap, you're going to just wrap it around the ball of your right big toe, or ball of right foot, actually. The fingers would grab the right big toe. And you're going to stretch that leg out in front of you. So stand firmly on your right leg. And then you can start by bending the right knee out up in the air. And then Ekahasta Padakastasana, you're going to straighten that leg like so. So and then make sure your arm is straight, shoulders open, back, I should say. Or first two fingers, grab the big toe. And then straighten it out in front of you, like so, whichever way you're going. You can stay here. You can grab onto a chair or something steady. Option, now we've done this one before, maybe. You've done this one before in the past couple weeks. Now, option to take that leg out to the side. Scoop your right hip under and take the right leg off to the right. Steadiness, stability, even with the motion. The motion is like part of being steady, not being too stiff, letting yourself go with the flow. Back to center, other side. So standing on right leg, lifting the left. You will show the fingers this side. Out in front, this hip, left hip draws down. Pelvic floor lifts up to support. And then taking the leg out to the side if you would like. And then back to center, lower down, and stand in a strong, powerful Tadasana. Come down to the ground for a moment. Child's pose. Very grounding. Take your knees wide. Big toes together. Walk your hands forward. If this is uncomfortable, simply lie down on your belly. Lie prone if you would like. Otherwise, connect your forehead with earth and feel the earth support you in this. Now walk yourself up. Come to a seated position that's comfortable for you. And then once you find your comfortable seated position, take your palms face up. Perhaps you would like to take your left hand on top of your right if you're female, or right over left if you're male. And an invitation for a visualization. Imagine your root chakra at your tailbone, this spinning sphere of red light, the size of a fist, spinning in all directions. Now imagine that red light is sending a red beam out your tailbone, through your props, down, past your mat, through the floor, down lower and lower, through the earth, the earth's crust, and keep going. Miles upon miles, speeding straight down until it reaches the fiery core of Earth and anchors there. And when it's there, you'll know, because you'll feel that sense, solidness of a calmness coming over you. And then travel imaginatively back up through this beam of light until you find that swirling chakra right at your tailbone once more. And then let that go. And then perhaps at this point, choosing to go into Shavasana for yourself, taking as much time as you like. For now, thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to working with you again tomorrow. Namaste.